Right, next on the list we have another 22 from the same customer. Sorry, I say same customer. We've just repaired an LG 20, an LG 22. I'm laughing, so I say we've just repaired. All I did was take it to bits and put it back together again, and it worked. That's because I'm magic. We have a Techwood, and there should be a little standby light here. As I say, it's come from the same house. It's come from someone that's got horses and stables, so it tends to get a little bit dusty, shall we say. Normally on this, if it's dead, no power, which is what it is at the moment. It's a diode on the power supply board. This is one of those nice Vestel 22 inches that's got a DVD. Quite nice TVs. It's just a shame that they don't last, because the amount of TVs, this particular style from Vestel, I mean obviously they're stamped Panasonic, Toshiba, Bosch, Hitachi, you name it. All basically the same TV, just a different permutation on the main board. But anyway, yeah, the amount that would have been thrown away just because of the diode situation is remarkable. Should have a bit more light on. Clips down the side. There is a knack to this. Once you've started, it's easy and it's good, and you can do it with a screwdriver rather than a semi-blunt implement without causing any problems. In my early days when I was a boy, I did used to kind of hack these open a bit, and you could always tell once I'd been in one because I'd left a mark. But now I leave no mark and no fingerprints. There's not much room to manoeuvre. Oh, I was going to say for getting this board out, but there was a speaker that was stuck in the way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's throw this over here. I'm just going to keep this TV on test behind me, just to make sure that it does what it does. I need a multimeter, or as I called it in another video, a VU meter. I don't know why I called it a VU meter. VU meter? VU meter. But the usual suspect on these machines, these nice Vestel value for money TVs, is the diodes here. It'll only be one that's gone. Well, if it is that, shall we test before we before we start removing them? I'd make a crap surgeon, wouldn't I? I'd be taking people's hearts and lungs out without actually checking first. Right. Yes. 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 Is that part of it? I thought that was the backlight one. It is the backlight one. So that's not part of it. So one of those is not very well, Doctor. I've got the other one, as you can probably see, just... That's the one we did a second ago. Just making sure it keeps switching on and off. Do I need a screwdriver for this? I would. Yes, go on, have a screwdriver. Oh, oh! Where did that screwdriver come from? screwdriver must be already out then somewhere. Bizarre. I've lost a screwdriver. I don't like losing things. So which diode do we think it is? We've got 4 to choose from. No, we haven't. We have 3 to choose from. I'm going to go diode number 3. Going to put it in my Vestel board clamp. This was designed for Vestel TVs. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. There we go. Here we go. Mr. Loverman, Shabba. I don't know how much you can see, I don't know how much you want to see. What do you want to see? What can you see? There you go, you can see a board. I'm just going to pick on a diode, any diode. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to check if any of them have been soldered before. Has this TV been worked on before? And the answer to that is no. So we've got diode there, 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 there. So I'm just going to unsolder. I'm going to unsolder this one first, because I think it's this one. Just waiting for the soldering iron to iron up. I'll make sure it's on full. It's not. I need to turn it up for the diodes. There we go. Pull it out of circuit, which I just have done, as you can probably see there. Or I hope you can see there. No, you can't see there. Blah, blah, blah. So now that that diode is out of circuit, and I mean that diode, let's find out if the other's still short. Yes! So it means that one's fine. Okay. Well, I did guess number 3. I was wrong. And so were you. Okay, you're going to guess number 1 now then, aren't you? Number 1 is out. Just using a cheap and cheerful soldering iron. The one that's in circuit is... Oh, you... What? You rotter! You absolute rotter! So it was diode number 2. Who said number 2? You rotter! It's always the last one. Now, sometimes I change all three, sometimes I just change the one, as long as it's a matching one, and I do have the matching ones for these, so... Let's get it out, get out, get out, get out. It's out while I'm here, and why it's out. Let's clean it up. Right, any idea where I put all my diodes? Oh, they're right in front of me. SB5 100s. By the way, when I said earlier that this clamp was a Vestel power board clamp, I was lying. It's just a clamp. It can clamp anything, I think. I suppose really I've got to clean the others up that I've taken out. Just to make sure they all go in evenly, which makes no difference really to the operation of them. But if you're a bit OCD-like, I shouldn't say that because people that really do suffer with OCD will be shouting, quite rightly too. Horrible, horrible disease. How's that looking? He's looking alright. Right, so we'll solder the new one in. Gonna have to push that in a bit. That's better. Just trim the legs. Hold on to them as you trim them so they don't go flying in your eye or into a screen somewhere. And then get a bit of alcohol. I used to have this broadcasting teacher years ago that told me to pronounce the word alcohol as alcohol, almost with a U. She always did, and I always thought that sounded funny. I live near a place called Falmouth in Cornwall, but she would pronounce it Falmouth. Do you come from Falmouth? It's Falmouth, not Falmouth. Oh, look at that, that's really clean. You can hardly tell that that's been repaired. Mind you, on the other end, I didn't really level that up much, did I? No. I'll tell you what I did do, though. Did you notice? I put the diode in the wrong way. I'll explain in a second. What a twit. What a twit. I didn't even check. I must have checked. What an idiot. So let's just clean that up again. Clean up every time. I can't remember if I mentioned I was just using a very cheap and cheerful soldering iron. I think I did mention it. I'm getting to that age now where I'm repeating myself. Anyway, anode and cathode the right way around, thank you, which is that way. Might just have to persuade that in with a soldering iron because it's got a dab of solder on it. There we go. Yes, don't mess around with me. Can't get that to go in at all. Now I can. Hang on a minute. That's not the diode I replaced. So how was it the wrong way around? Can you explain that to me, please? I only took one leg out of the first two. It is the diode I replaced. Because it was number 2, wasn't it? Yeah. Blimey, Al, you're getting old. You only put it in 5 minutes ago and you can't remember which number. Alright, stop picking on me. I may be old and I'm beautiful with a nice ass. Clean that flux off. So there was no evidence I was here in the first place. Anyway, that took slightly longer than it should have done. Oh, I could just do a cakey tea, as Peter Kay said. Cakey tea. Cup of coffee now with a slice of cake. I've got some strawberries. Oh, I was going to buy some cream. I was going to go to the shops and buy some cream. That's what I was going to do. Any excess dust I'm just blowing off for the customer, just to make sure it's nice and clean, because she lives and works in a dusty environment. talk about a revolution. Videos coming up include a Samsung Smart TV, which I was given today. It was in Falmouth. Somebody said you could have it if you come to Falmouth. Apparently it's switching on with the Samsung logo. It says Smart and then it goes to the, is it the 3 dots after the Smart on the Samsung? Something like that. Smart and then 3 dots. And then it does nothing. So it can't be backlights, can it? Because if it was backlights, you'd only just see a brief Smart thing. Possibly, anyway. Right. Where did you put the power supply for this? Connect the DVD player. Eileen, you've not left me a DVD, and usually customers leave me a DVD to play with. Well, I'm struggling to get the DVD plug in. Right, speakers connected. Not that they were ever unconnected. I'll just do a little clip for now. Just in case I have to take things further apart. Well, I don't see a standby light. Do you see a standby light? Okay. I wonder if when it popped originally, if it took the fuse out. Good job I didn't click it all back in. Maybe that wasn't on good enough. Still dead. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let's check the diodes again, shall we? Just to see if they've gone straight away again. And they have. You don't think, do you, that when I pulled that diode out to put it in the right way round, and it fell on the back, that I actually... I am such a twat. Okay, I've put the dead diode back in. I have. So when I took it out to put it the right way around, and it fell on the workbench, I then picked up the dead one and stuck it in. What an amateur. Yeah, I did. But at least I'm still good looking with a nice arse. Wow. I mean, let's be honest. You've got to be a bit stupid to do that. Not going in very well, is it? Now, of course, I could edit this now to make me look very good. Just edit the fact that I'd put that wrong way in, but... We're only human. We all make mistakes. No one got hurt. No television died in the idiocy of the engineer. Ding, 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 ding. Have I got any left on that? There's a bit left on that. Which one was it? It was that one. I don't think I've ever done that before. Not make a mistake. I've made plenty of mistakes. Don't matter, as they say in Cornwall, don't matter, do we? Doesn't matter, does it? Get out, get out, get out. Right, that was the bad one. Here comes the good one. You going to put it in the right way this time? Yeah, so the next video I'll do, which actually will be tonight. Boy, that's 3 videos in one day. What is going on? 3 videos in one day. Wasn't that a song by Crowded House? 3 videos in one day. Because he's such a fuss, but he's got a nice arse. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I've got no idea if you can see what I'm doing. This is probably completely and utterly out of shot now. That'll be fine. That'll work. Just trim that leg up a bit. Okie dokie. Fancy putting the faulty diode back in. What sort of amateur hour are you on? Yes, cakey tea. Do I have to go to the shops for the clotted cream? Oh, look who I can see. He's not for sin. This is the week. I call him. Oh, I don't think you can see. Can you see out the window? No. Can't see. But through there. Little shit. Dirty Daddy. He's a cat that comes up to have his wicked way with my cats, and he has done on several occasions. Which is why I've got so many cats. He's probably heard it's cakey tea today. Oh yeah, I think I'll go out and buy some. I've got strawberries. I'm going to buy some scones and some clotted cream. You probably say scones. But you're not as posh as me. Not that I don't trust my work or anything, but I'm not even putting the back on this time. I'm not putting the back on this time. I refuse. Do we have a standby light now? Oh look, our standby light. Hey, go standby light, look. Hello, pretty. You can't see the standby light. I hate the video work that I do on this. Right, can you see? Oh, there is a picture, there's something. But we're going to take two. Take two, I want that standby light in shot, you tit. Oh, look, we've got standby light, look. Oh, we've got standby light, it's working, so we should get a little picture now, a little something should. Yeah, there it is, there it is. Thank you very much. So that's two 22 inches. Is this a 22 inch or is this a... This could be a 20... No, this is a 22 as well. It is, it is, it is. Put the back on it now. Watch me struggle with that DVD plug again. That DVD plug, because it's supposed to just go in like that. Oh, obviously I loosened it last time. Channel that through its stream of clips and grips. Yeah, scones, clotted cream, because the neighbours give me some fresh strawberries today. The neighbours grow strawberries. Yeah, man. Plus I got steak for tea. Cheap steak from Farm Foods. Have you got a Farm Foods near you? I've just got into farm foods. I never rated them before, but now, yeah, baby. Quite like the produce. Let's put everything back together. So I will be doing a visit down to the shops, I suppose. Have I got a DVD to test it on? That's a jolly good question. I should have. Ooh, that's the sound of eBay on my phone telling me something. The base doesn't screw in, as you've probably noticed on these before. They just kind of clip in, push down and clip in, and then push back in again and hope it stays up. Again, this TV will warrant a very good clean. Seeing as it's a friend of mine, and seeing as we've opened a new pot of foam cleanser. I've just realised this is the second video I've done and I haven't tested the microphone because I had to resolder my microphone earlier. Let's switch the TV on. Let's see if I can find a DVD. How about Only Fools and Horses DVD? That should take us straight to the DVD menu. And it does. Hopefully her DVD works. Looks like it's going to. Just check that we've got sound, and I did plug the sound. Well, I did. Excuse me. I didn't unplug the speakers on this one. You don't have to. So she did give me a remote though, so I ought to test the remote. Was that her remote? I think it was. Okay. Well, that's 2 down, 1 to go. So I'm going to do the Samsung 43-inch, I think it is, smart TV tonight. I'm guessing it's going to be a main board on that, judging by, I was going to say what the customer said, but she's not a customer, she's just somebody that said, got a faulty TV, we're going to throw it, have it. And I don't think it's a screen issue. So I don't mind having a free 43-inch TV given to me, but that'll be something I do later on. But that's all up and running. That's 2 today. That's great. And just in case you watch this video and you didn't notice a mistake, that meant when editing I decided to make myself look better than I should have done, but I'm going to put it in at the end here now, that I did put the diode back, faulty diode back in after putting you on in the wrong way round. So I made 2 mistakes today. Bad man, straight to bed. But it's working now anyway. Thanks for watching.